What's going on, guys? This is MindBurst97, bursting mine since 97. Sorry I ended the stream a little bit early. Actually, quite a bit earlier than I intended to, and the reason for that, I thought it was quite a bit later than I originally thought. So, my phone, its time is completely off for some odd reason, and that's why. So, we'll make this a short video, unfortunately. The time currently is almost 9:30. So we're going to make this about a 2-hour video at the most, maybe a little bit less, because unfortunately I do get up at 5 o'clock, and that's not going to be fun. Getting 5 hours of sleep or so. I've got an 8-hour, more like a 10-hour car ride, and that's not going to be fun either. So I figured I might sleep a lot of that, because I will not be driving, unfortunately. And, you know, I may miss a bit of scenery, but that's okay, because 10-hour car ride, guys, really boring. But yeah, it's quite unfortunate that I ended the video when I did, because I already had 3 viewers, and and they were there for a while. So I'm sorry, guys. If you do return, I'm sorry about that. If you were one of the viewers that were viewing me, I'm sorry about that. But you might think, oh, he thinks 3 viewers is a lot. And I do think it's a lot, because they stick with me more than 2 seconds. Okay? But you know, I'm a very small YouTuber. I've got literally like 20 subs, and to be honest with you guys, as any of y'all that view this, please just hit that sub button. You don't even know. My goal is to get to 100 eventually, and that's going to probably take like years. But I do this for fun, but the subs would help me, give me more access to the things that I can do on YouTube. So, you may ask, in the several videos I've mentioned that I'm going to be taking a little vacation, and I won't be back on till the 8th, which is very true. And I'm going to go hit the beach, you know, get some sand, you know, in my hair, wave it all around, you know. You know, maybe find a hot girl or something, huh? You know, it's gonna be fun. But we can all relate. It's gonna be the first time I've actually ever seen the ocean, so I'm quite excited for that. Really excited. So on the last video, we learned that there's some kind of mysterious something controlling machines. They call him Hades. So, and we got contacted right before we rescued that guy. Okay, we're gonna do this one because we said we would. Unfortunately, I'm going to eat some in this video because since I ended the last stream, I actually got me some tacos, which are quite good. I think these are actually like more like chimichanga burritos. I'm not sure. There's some kind of Mexican creation wrapped of goodness. I'm a fan about all Mexican food. I'm not really that picky of an eater, to be quite honest with you guys. There are some things that I'm like, nope, not gonna eat. Some things I mean, absolutely hate. Will never eat in my life unless I'm absolutely forced to. One of them things I will mention because I hate it. I hate it with every being in my fiber. I think that was backwards. Ever fiber in my being. There we go. We'll get it here in a second, guys. But I hate sauerkraut. I can't stand it. It stinks when you cook it. It just ain't worth a damn. It tastes like you put cabbage in like a day old, like an athlete's shoe, and let it sit there for a few days, and then took it out and cooked it. That's what it tastes like, to me anyways. And if you've never been into a restaurant that serves it, that's all you will smell, especially when they're cooking it. It's the worst smelling stuff you'll ever smell, and well, not necessarily. No, I take it back. It smells pretty bad though. It's definitely on the top 50 list, yeah. Probably actually more like top 30, 25, something like that. I mean, I can stand to eat it if I have to. There's been times where I was told, you eat this or you go hungry, and you know, I'm not gonna go hungry, so I scarfed it down, holding my nose and almost throwing up in the process. For some reason, it's thought as a southern food, but yet I find restaurants up north that serve it more than I do down south. I mean, a lot of people like it served in different ways too, just not like sauerkraut and beanie weenies like I've always had it. You know, it's a lot of people like it with their hot dogs. A lot of people serve it different ways.
Aloy, you're a woman of your word.
Olin. Your family. I saw the threat from Helis. You have a wife and young boy?
If I'd have striven to keep them safe, instead of all I've done.
This is your chance, Olin. That's why we're here.
I'll take it. A kinder deal was never struck.
They're being held close by?
Yes, the farmstead just beyond these rocks. I'll take you. That's it. Nestled against the spurflints. Best not to think about the previous owners.
Too late.
Aloy, down behind this rock. So this is it. I can't bear being so close, and yet...
It's almost over. How many Eclipse are we talking?
From what I've seen, a fair few. Well-armed and armored. Bowmen watching from the ridges. But there's no space for their machine demons.
You've been watching for a while? What's the best way in?
You think if I had a head for strategy, either of us would be in this mess?
Fair point.
We could storm the front gate, Osram style. Or take it from the sides, or the ridge above. Maybe you could get on the rooftops. Not me. I'm too heavy cast.
Should I do this alone?
I don't doubt you could. But with the Eclipse, there's always another blade at your back. So I'll watch yours if you'll let me.
No. You wait here. Be ready to follow when the fighting stops.
Oh, I'll be ready.
I don't think he can get killed, but just in case he can, I'm going to do this alone. I think that's definitely...
They know I'm here now.
Where'd you go? Tell me when you see me.
Damn it, this guy's being an asshole. There you go.
Back, damn you all!
This will definitely be interesting. Hope there's like a big enemy or something I can take down with this. I always wanted to. Well, I've already tried one, I suppose. I suppose there's not a chance of them lying of the location.
This has to be where they're holding Owen's family. Bolted tight. One of the Eclipse must have the key.
Dude, like I checked everyone. Are you serious? The one thing that I did not check.
Come on, come on. We heard the commotion outside. You're not one of them. Who are you? Don't be afraid. I'm gonna get you out of here. I hadn't given up on hope, but I'd forgotten the taste of it. Is it safe for us to leave? The Eclipse won't be stopping you. Then it's over. I dreamed of escape, 1,000 different ways. But all of them put my son at risk. You survived. You protected him. That's what matters. Now, your husband's waiting for you. Olin.
I heard the fighting stop.
Olin! You brought him back to us. Thank you. There's no need to thank me.
I have much to confess. I accepted a devil's bargain. And others paid the price.
And you think I don't know? I heard them talk.
You know there's always been dirt on my hands. Now there's blood too.
Take your son up in those hands. Come back to the claim with us. You should listen to your wife, Olin.
But Helis and his demons. I am honor-bound to help you, Aloy. With what little honor a Dyson like me has.
Olin, whatever your debts, you don't owe them to me now. Go with your family. Show them you're a better man.
Farewell, Aloy. Your mother. I hope you find her before they do.
We always kind of thought that, you know, the woman that you see in give me a second. That you see in the vision or her focus or whatnot is her mother, but it really truly never confirms your suspicions. Until now, when Oling just confirmed it. You know, it's funny to think that how far she has come. I mean, it was just yesterday that she was believing and, well, semi-believing in what the tribe of her people believe. Now she believes in different things. Knowledge is a tricky thing. People without knowledge and the unknown, the fear of the unknown, does weird things to people. Brings faith where faith is not deserved. You should think of them words that I just said. My faith is my own, but my beliefs, let's say that, beliefs are my own. You may not like what or want to hear what I have to say on this channel, but I'm gonna say it anyways, simply because, you know, I don't care what people think about me, but yeah. Over the years, and history shows that our faith as human beings, whether it's Christianity, Muslim, Buddhist, any kind of faith, people once believed there was superhuman god figures, multiple of them. You know, we make movies about Thor and Odin and stuff. People were once worshipped them. So, you know, to think, you know, you can say, oh, we don't have technology, blah, 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 back then. We don't have the technology to understand the universe and to explore the universe, much less know if there is actually a higher being power out there that can control us and all of that.
Let's get past them.
So, when I say, you know, to say that we have technology now is just a double standard, I suppose, if that's what you want to call it. This guy's a big bird. Fight them, Croc. Fight them. Oh my gosh. This must be like some kind of big boss type ordeal. Jesus. This is not a good ordeal I've gotten myself into. Get up and fight, you ignorant machine. Jesus, look how big that thing. That must be like one of them. Let's see here. One of these creatures down here. Oh, see, yeah, there's a. I think that's a bird one. Damn it, I needed to,
I'm out.
I need to tame one of these.
What's this? My focus is receiving another signal.
Nicely done. So far, I can ride these bulls. I can ride
What are they
the.
doing here? Tallneck keeps sending the signal.
I can. I can ride the horse-like things and like the goat-like things. Which I don't think them are like goat-like. They're just got like goat horns, sort of, not really. I can't remember the correct name for the thing that.
Okay, I need to get up to the Tallneck's head. Looks like I'm trying to capture the
I thought that was a way to cast two arrows. There we go.
Where that shooting, you don't fight.
Dude,
You will not escape the shadow.
this is nice, really.
this without ammo. I think I can leap onto the tall neck from here. Okay, time to climb up to its head.
Hopefully.
Eyes up! Eyes bright!
I got a trophy for overriding all of them. Heck yeah, 26 guys, 26. Not 21, but 26. 21? You know, it's quite sad when you laugh at your own jokes. But there's no one to enjoy it with me, so I have to laugh at it. Come out of nowhere. Respawn. My gamer tag thing on my gamer avatar on my PlayStation says, "Gamers don't die, they respawn." I've got several other funny ones that are pretty funny as well.
Let's go.
I thought I'd never see my family again.
It'd be cool if it's one of the guys I can ride. They would be cool to ride. Big freaking bull. I want to get. I want to get, like, I wish you could, like, somehow tame the birds as well. It'd be hard. I don't even know how you do it. They're always, like, in the air 24/7. I don't even know if there is a way to tame them. Be cool if you could tame one and, like, ride it across like a freaking flying machine. Be quite cool indeed. I'm gonna buy this next. I want it bad. It helps a lot. This would help a lot too, to be honest with you. Are you shitting me? Got a bucking bull here, boy. Stay.
This must be Pitchcliff. Murad's agent should be at the marketplace by now.
Nothing makes an Oseram feel more secure in his abilities than seeing the Nora try to tinker.
No sign of Murad's guy? He's had plenty of time to investigate.
We'd better look for him.
Damn right.
Let's see if we have anything interesting. I thought they might have some more interesting armor to be had. What I really need is a fox skin. I would enjoy that very much. Which, I mean, I really haven't had the need to craft a fast travel thing yet, so I guess it wouldn't be so, it's not so bad. Have to use the impact things, but I may very well regret that here soon, as soon as I said that.
Well, someone left here recently, and they were in a hurry.
Has to be Murad's guy. Dervahl's thugs must have made it.
Maybe because he found something. Look at this. I think he drew a map with his own blood.
Right. Those kind of maps you know you better follow.
That might be Pitchcliff. He marked a spot to the north. Could be Dervahl's location.
And my men are waiting outside of town. I'll grab them and meet you there.
Nothing makes an Oseram feel more secure in his abilities.
Oh, shit.
They see me.
Stay here, Ollivander. I'm gonna start naming every single one of my mounts. The one that I'm currently riding is Ollivander.
Safe. For a few minutes, anyway. Machines. Looks like they've been chained up.
Dervahl's a tinker. He probably experiments on them or strips them for parts.
Maybe I can use them to make some trouble. I'll go in first. Hold off until the fighting starts.
All right, we've got your back.
Dervahl's men. About to get ugly.
I hope so.
Intruders! Unleash the machines! Shoot their chains!
I think this might be useful. Or not.
Dervahl says you gotta eat dirt.
All right, new plan.
This is what you trained for.
Ursa must be in there. We have to get through.
They must use these to protect themselves from that awful sound.
Ursa!
Aaron? Dervahl tried to break me. Shows what he knows.
I should have been with you. Why didn't you come for me? I know I'm a useless trunk, but...
No, idiot. I got a message from Dervahl saying he wanted to parlay. I didn't come for you because I knew it was a trap. I couldn't let you get hurt. Just didn't think it'd be that good a trap. Thought I could take him out. Now listen. Dervahl's planning something big in Meridian. He said he'd force Avad to watch as the smoke darkens their precious sun. Your king needs you. No more playing around. You're gonna have to grow up fast.
I will. I promise.
You damn well better, little brother.
Don't let her die. Damn it. Damn it.
Ursa. No, no. Please. I won't let you down.
You mean we
I
watched...
promise.
We went through all this fucking trouble just to watch her die. That's bullshit. Bullshit.
I'm so sorry.
You've got to find Dervahl. But Meridian's a big place.
I'll look through his things. Maybe we can narrow it down. What's Dervahl learned from all his tinkering? Do I even want to know? What happens when I turn it on? Such a strange device. It's beautifully crafted. Just notes about crafting. Oh, and a letter tucked between the pages. Lots of blaze. Headed to Meridian. If we find it, I'll bet we find Dervahl too. I think I found something that can help. Let's head back to the palace.
Go. I won't be long, but I need to tend to my sister.
Holy crap. Jesus, this bow. Wow. It's gonna be so freaking good though. Wow. It, like, I don't even know. It's gonna be incredible. $27, guys. 27. I think it's time that we put a few of these side quests to rest. Don't you think? Oh, I'm gonna be real tired about 5 o'clock this morning when I gotta get up. It's gonna be real annoying. Hold on, do I have... Oh, I need to level up once. It is good that I see this.
Wouldn't mind a bite and a drink, but I guess that's how I am.
There are no shadows under the new moon.
Never let anyone say
This must be the Shrine of Kings that Naman told me about.
Not his private shrine.
You won't get in there. That dried-up old prune in a robe sees to that.
I can be persuasive. But what does an Oseram want with a Karja shrine, anyway?
It reminds me of someone. Gone 2 years now. But what does a girl like you know of loss?
Try me.
I had a lover. worked on monuments to their bastard king. Then he gave them a show in their sun ring for good measure. The Carja gave me back his broken bones, but what use are they? They won't build again. They won't make me smile.
And seeing a statue of the Mad Sun King will?
I need to see his work again. The marks his hands carved. The set of the metals they hammered. That's the soul of him. But that shriveled up old priest won't let me near it.
I'll see what I can do.
Every time I go near the statue, he shouts at me.
Osram slaves built that thing. We deserve to have a look.
It may have been meant for the Mad Sun King, but it's out.
Turn away, child. The abiding Jahaman wishes to be alone in his retreat.
If you want to be alone, go someplace else. Others want to pray here.
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once pure. Truly, our tribe has lost the light. Our king is false, our temple is corrupt, and our soldiers weak. The sun hastens across the sky for shame.
I thought Avad taking the throne was the sun's will.
The boy dishonored his father, dishonored us all. To kill his sun king. What shadow, what twilight time he brought upon us.
And how many more would the Mad Sun King have killed if Avad hadn't stopped him?
The sun called for blood. There was no choice but to obey.
You called the temple corrupt, but aren't you one of its priests?
They call themselves sun priests, but they have no authority. Youths and sycophants all. Yet those who gave their whole lives to the sun's service are shamed and ignored.
So that's what this is. A tantrum? A cry for attention?
You know nothing of our rights, and yet you dare to insult me.
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war with everyone?
A Carja throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous! The so-called liberation was nothing but a purge. Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sunfall and the Forbidden West. Our tribe is torn. The ones who walked in light now go by shadow.
And yet everyone but you seems happy they're gone. So the Carja have become impure? What does that even mean?
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it, who made it great? It was pure before Outlander squatters took it over.
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying in your arena?
The sun is pure, child. It is not our place to question its divine will, only to act upon it.
I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
You don't believe in the throne, the priesthood, the army, or the city, so I guess you have no authority here.
I have the authority of the sun.
Then call it for help. No one else will listen.
There'll be a reckoning.
You'll back away from it.
So damn hot. You have to be a fool to worship the sun like the Carja. Ursa goes out there with her best fighters and
He gave them the best work he'd ever do. And look at it now.
They defaced it because they hated what it stood for.
They defaced a thing slaves like him lived and died for. Slaves they've already forgotten. Short-sighted bastards, the lot. If they thought their son set off this bridge, they'd jump after it. I thank you for honoring my wish.
I hope you can find peace.
I wouldn't know what to do with it, any more than the Carja do.
Every Carja people walk slow. We had places to be.
Serve at the Sun Quest.
Bright day for getting things done.
Cannonball.
This is where the Otaru wanted to say her goodbyes.
When we fled from our cages during the liberation, I tore through this clearing, thinking my friend was behind me. I kept running, but here she remains. Thank you for making it safe for me to return.
I don't want to rush you, but it won't stay safe for long.
I understand. I've done this before in waking dreams. In the pool, I'll find the bracelet of seeds she dropped when she fell. The seeds will be split, escaped, grown wild. She's passing from my memory into the jungles. I'll tell her it was I who died here and became a stranger in our own land, and she who still lives in every time of planting, of rains, harvests, and... Oh.
What is it?
There. Her bracelet. And I thought she was behind me. But there's only my reflection.
Do you need to be alone?
For the first time, I am.
It's quite interesting. It is quite odd, some of the beliefs they have on here, but... If the apocalypse ever did come in some such way as we lose and humankind did survive, I wonder what language they would speak, if they spoke a language at all that we know of today. Be interesting to find out, though. That came out a bit wrong. But you know what I mean. It would
King Claude's decree brought the Hunter's Lodge in line. Here they had to admit another woman into the ranks.
So you've come back to the temple.
I was invited back. The priests wanted to hear what I had to say about reconciliation with the other tribes. They're listening. At least they've begun to listen. There's a distance between ears and deeds.
Because of what we did?
What you did.
It was for the mourners. I think it helped them.
You set them on the path. You can't know what their journeys hold. Such is the priest's lot. Perhaps a red robe would suit you.
Not me. Besides, your temple doesn't even take women.
We would be richer if we did. Go in light, my friend, and let the sun cast your way.
Thank you, Naman. Where I'm going, I could probably use all the light I can get.
Level me up. Not even close.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
Find better wear.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you. The Sundom was founded here, under the Glintock shadow.
Sundom. That's your little original. Don't you think?
We all have our place in the order, folks.
They'd be out there fighting machines. Arrested too for disorderly conduct last time. You don't want to know what they were doing.
No, I'm awake and alert. Damn it.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy. I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. Used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Erend didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She's not the one who's suffering now. You are. She died before you could say goodbye.
Is it that obvious? You're right. I'm dwelling on my pain, not just hers. And there's only one thing left that can help. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
He's gonna kill himself, if I had to guess. Which, if I haven't mentioned this before, everything you're seeing is also seeing for the first time. Or he's gonna make an example of him. Smart thing to do. Many people think he's weak, so making an example of him would maybe instill that he's not so weak after all. If I had to guess.
Some Oseram girl applied to the city guard the other day.
Let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends
This is the place. You home, Dervahl? I got a surprise for you.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun as the city goes up in flames. There's gotta be a way to stop it. If that bomb goes off, the blaze will ignite in a firestorm. It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong. Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force. I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make Avad watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
Did you hear that blast? Oh,
Boot tracks. With just a bit of blaze in them.
Can I interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity?
All the best news. If you like what I have for sale, I promise. See for yourself.
What happened?
I haven't had a blast like that since the liberation.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
there's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa.
Are we under attack? The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts? This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace. They saw me.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Carja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner! What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
Look out!
It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
Come on, then.
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Those majestic, murderous Glinthawks. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. Those majestic, murderous Glinthawks. Those majestic, murderous Glinthawks.
Nice.
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Erend, you'll screw it up.
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
His choice was right, even though it may be wrong.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Were you and Ursa, you know...
I suppose it's obvious how I feel, how I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Carja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Dervahl?
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it. My father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
Why do you want me to stay in Meridian?
Well, I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Huh. Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You were strong, shrewd, and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
Thank you for the offer, but I don't think either you or I are ready for that. At least, not yet. I've got a long way to go before I find what I'm looking for, and it's gonna take me far from Meridian.
Of course. I didn't mean to presume. You are your own woman, just as Ursa was. But please, remember that you're always welcome here. I hope that today is just a sunrise for us, not a goodbye.
It's time for me to go.
Of course. I hope you find what you're after, Aloy. And if need be, I will come to your aid. As sure as the sun's rising.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
Easy work, keeping the city safe.
Come to gloat, Nora. Well, as you can see. I get it. You want to rub it in? Well, it's not working. Ha ha! It's funny to pester the tinker in the cage. What a laugh.
Not what I was expecting, but...
A moment of your time, Outlander?
Regarding the last king, far cry from those days.
Aloy. I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with Dervahl.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
So, after all this, what's next for errand vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Dervahl?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
Well?
I know. You gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master. All before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. Now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even 2.
2? Huh. She likes me.
And so, I get the skill that I've been waiting for. We shall see now. I wonder if it's always a horse. We definitely have not found the big machine yet. Maybe what is it that we're bellow bats? Definitely see no bellowbacks, whatever that may be. Maybe it's over here. Lintalk.
Got a live one. Come on, gang, fight back!
That's definitely not a bellowback.
this!
Man, come on. It cannot be that hard to find one of these things. Like, seriously. There is no way in hell that it's this hard to find. Like, I'm dead fucking serious. There's no way in hell. Haha! I think it's what I need. Damn it, no.
Good meat.
Oh! I think that's what I need though. It's not, damn it. Strider, 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 Strider. Man, that would have been a miracle shot if that hit. Oh. I'm gonna walk the whole way around the circle.
Full of bandits and this Tunnock's warrior, too.
Finally I get one thing that I needed. Yet the other thing eludes me. Bless me. There's a bellow cap. Ugh. Not what I was looking for. this one might have what I'm looking for. No. It's almost impossible to miss these things, so... As you can see, they're big. Big. You probably hear it before. Yes, I told you, you would hear it before you saw it.
Now they're hunting me.
Nicely done. Alright, where must we go anyways? Damn it, I hate when time's against you. What I want, what I really want. What I want, what I really want, don't matter. Doesn't matter at all.
any less guilty. He should pay.
She risked her life to protect the Sun King, and she's not even of the tribe. Till I meet the moon, I'm sure.
We will have time for this last mission, then I must end this video, unfortunately. That's because time is always against us, whether we like to admit it or not. There's never enough time for things we want to do, or need to do, or should do.
This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in.
I think every time it is a horse.
Maker's End. Not much farther now. Someone said he found an image of a woman resembling an ancient device. She's my mother. Why would there be traces of her all the way out here? So far from Morrowind. I don't get it. Who is she?
Her name is Elizabeth Sobek.
You. Spying through my focus again? Well, go on. What do you know about her?
Stay on your present course, and before long, you'll know her as well as I do. Make it better, but be wary. Maker's End is crawling with Eclipse troops. How do you deal with them? I've left some useful equipment just outside the ruins. Your focus will show location.
It sucks that they
fascinating. They weren't looking for me.
But not the ancient.
Got one right.
Pretty good fight, I would say.
All these ruins. What are the
Get over here! She's coming!
What kind of name is that?
Move you.
Salt from melted snow. Right where he said it would be. Not a bad selection. I'll put those to use. Why are you doing this?
Because I want you to succeed. Good hunting. We'll talk later.
Wait! Damn him.
Run, horsey, run. Damn.
Rotate turret! And fire! All weapons operational. Time to get it moving, and be quick about it. No daydreaming.
Soon this deal will become enough. Another step to fill out the ranks.
Focus. Stop working.
I've disabled his focus. The rest is up to you.
I'll handle it. Team's blasting out. I wonder if those are weak points.
I will teach you.
Did it. Those things pack a punch. All right. That Eclipse officer had a focus. Let's see what's on it. Let's see what you have to say. What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? I need to find a way inside the tower.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Please step inside.
Interesting.
Dr. Sobek, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Farron. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on? Statue of one, anyway. A machine, not to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Pharaoh Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Pharaoh remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Pharaoh Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus. 25,000 people? That's bigger than a tribe. So they made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world. What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your Focus. They'll help you understand.
Smell to it. Not even Old Death. Nothing natural. Another cave-in. But I could get through. Use that as a ramp to get back up. Looks like I can climb here. Like the way up. What's left of it. Gonna be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek. If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too. Fighting won't be easy in the snow. The way up. All it takes is a few good handholds. All right. Made it. Wonder what we'll find.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
All right, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots.
Peacekeepers.
That consume biomass as fuel.
In emergencies.
And you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean.
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Faro robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
All right, Silence. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn more about this Elizabeth Sobek. And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her. Or why the Eclipse is trying to kill me. Or who Hades is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Faro robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
You said you've known for some time that Faro war machines destroyed the civilization of the Old Ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of? Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh, no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses, too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades. It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect ferrorobots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals, mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Oseram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait.
Notice that he said we. Well, guys, we've definitely learned a lot from this video. The gameplay so far has been quite interesting. It's picking up quite nah, I can't even say the word. But, yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Please hit that sub and like button and hit that little bell down there if you want to get notifications when I upload new videos. Keep calm, stay classy, and keep the peace. Catch you later, guys.